What's happening, people? It's me again, Courtney. I'm back again with my MMA predictions. This time it's for UFC 162, which will take place on Saturday, the 7th of July at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Main event: Anderson Silva versus Chris Weidman for the UFC Middleweight Championship. Anderson Silva, 6'2", has got a 33-4 record. He's the current UFC Middleweight Champion. If you don't know about Anderson Silva, again, type it in on the search engine, you'll find all the information you need to find about this guy. Possibly pound for pound best fighter ever. Wicked stand up, elbows, knees, kicks, punches. He'll catch you with it from anywhere. You're in Afghanistan, he's in Iraq, he will smack you from there. He's that accurate, he could do it. Very good movement, very good game plan. You know, as I said, he's one of the best. His last fight was a win against Stephen Bonner. That was at light heavyweight. Bonner looked like a tool. And to top it off, Bonner took performance enhancing stuff. Still got battered. Anderson Silva's on a 17-fight win streak. He's defended his title the most times in the UFC. He hasn't been defeated since being disqualified against Yushin Akami in Rumble on the Rock. So, you know, and his last 5 fights were all wins. He's fighting Chris Weidman, who's undefeated. He's 6'2", he's got a 9-0 record. Weidman's is a Division 1 wrestler, very good wrestling, very good takedowns, tough chin, good boxing. Weidman likes to keep the pressure on people. His takedowns are really good because he gets low and fast, gets in on the legs quick. Silva will have trouble with Weidman's takedowns because Weidman's better than, I think, a lot of the people that Silva's already faced that are wrestling based. So, and he's younger as well, so that's going to be a problem. Obviously, Weidman's last fight was against Mark Munoz, in which he caught Munoz with the elbow and then proceeded to bash his skull in, and the referee did all about it. Idiot. But anyway, I'm picking Anderson Silva to win the fight. I'm not sure how, but I'm picking Anderson Silva to win and retain his title, and then go on to fight John Jones sometime next year or the year after. Next on the card is Frankie Edgar versus Charles Oliveira. Frankie Edgar is a former UFC lightweight champion. He's 5'7". He's got a 54-1 record. Edgar, wicked cardio, excellent cardio, good takedowns, good boxing, very good movement, and you know, he's very well rounded. He just keeps the pressure on. He just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. He could probably do 6 or 7 rounds. Although his last fight was a loss against Jose Aldo, and his last 5 fights, for reading wise, he doesn't look too good. 1 win, 3 losses, and 1 draw. But he's still a badass, so you can't, you know. He's fighting Charles Oliveira, who's 5'11". He's got 16-3 record. Oliveira, I don't rate him much, but he's got decent jiu-jitsu. He's very fast, you know, flashy, but I don't really rate him. I think Frankie Edgar's going to steamroll him. Just keep the pressure on him and just beat him up for 3 or 5 rounds, I'm not sure. But Frankie Edgar's going to win. Oliveira's last 5 fights are 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 no contest. And his last fight was against Cub Swanson, and he lost that. I think it was a punch. Was it a punch to the head or the gut? It was really weird anyway, but he lost. And he's going to lose again against Frankie Edgar. Next fight on the card is Tim Kennedy versus Roger Gracie. Tim Kennedy is 5'11". He's got a 15-4 record. He was the former Strikeforce middleweight champion. I haven't seen his full fights. I've seen highlights. From what the highlights I can see, bearing in mind we don't get Strikeforce over here in the UK. He's got good cardio, good takedowns, and he's got decent submission game as well. His last fight was a win against Trevor Smith, and that was via submission. I think that was in the last Strikeforce event. And his last 5 fights, he had 3 wins and 2 losses. He's fighting Roger Gracie, who's 6'4". He's got a 6-1 record. Roger Gracie, when I say world-class jiu-jitsu, this is the real deal. World-class jiu-jitsu, one of the best in the world at the moment. Not like 2 years ago. I'm on about now. He's one of the best Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioners in the world competing. He'll have a massive reach advantage because he's 6'4". He's okay, but he's like the old school Gracie, learning, you know, as he comes in, boxing, very straight, but you know, he's improving really quickly. His last fight was a win against Anthony Smith, and that was by submission. His last 5 fights, he's had 4 wins and 1 loss. I think the 1 loss was against King Mo. Yeah. But anyway, for that fight, I'm going to pick Tim Kennedy to win. As long as he stays off the ground, I think he'll do Roger Gracie. I think he'll beat him up. Just needs to stay away from his stat, keep it on the feet, not get clinched. Clinch work. Next fight on the card is Mark Munoz versus Tim Bosch. Mark Munoz, the Filipino wrecking machine, 6 foot. He's got a 12-3 record. Mark Munoz is the NCAA champ. Wrestling champ, sorry. Very good wrestling, and he's got good movement. He's got one of the most vicious ground and pound I've seen. He hits like he wants to put your head through the floor. He whips in the punches really hard, hits hard, very hard. Although sometimes in some of his fights I've seen him get a bit ragged. Obviously he gets a bit carried away with the moment sometimes, it seems like, and he's got someone grounding and pounding for a bit, they've got back up and he's still swinging the fences, chasing them. I think he needs a bit of composure, but he does keep the pressure on. His last fight was a loss to Chris Weidman. The ref didn't help you in that fight, Mark Munoz. I would slap the ref, I'd backhand him, he's supposed to be there for your safety. That ref, what a... But anyway, his last 5 fights are 4 wins and 1 loss. And incidentally, if you see this article, I think it's on Bloody Elbow. After that fight against Weidman, Munoz was supposed to fight again. He got injured and he ballooned up to 260 pounds. Wow. And you see the before and after pictures for this fight. So he's 260 pounds, now he's 100 but the picture is 199 pounds. Look at the difference in 5 months. Wow. Great stuff. He's fighting Tim Bosch, the Barbarian. Tim Bosch is 5'11". He has got a 16-5 record. Bosch is a very hard hitter, good heart, very determined. If you see against Yushin Akami, he was getting beat up, straight up. He was getting battered. And he came back and he knocked out Yushin Akami. He fought Hector Lombard. Everyone thought Hector Lombard would do him. Controversial decision. Bosch won. But anyway, his last fight was a loss against Constance Philippou. That's TKO. And his last 5 fights, he's had 4 wins and 1 loss. For this fight, I'm picking Mark Munoz to do what he does best, ground and pound. He would take Bosch down and beat him up bad. Mark Munoz to win. The last fight on the main card is Cub Swanson. This fight is going to be bad, I'm telling you. This could potentially be fight of the night, this one. Cub Swanson versus Dennis Siver. Cub Swanson's 5'7". He's got a 19-5 record. This guy, when he hits hard. He swings for the fences. He's really good at scrambling. That scrambling is wicked. They're on the ground. He's scrambling around, fighting for position. He'll get out, get on the back or something. I like Cub Swanson a lot. I think he's a really good fighter. His last fight was a win against Dustin Poirier. He battered him in that fight as well. That was a really good fight, and that was by decision. His last 5 fights, so he's had 4 wins and 1 loss. He's fighting Dennis Siver, who's about this big. Oh no! Oof. Sorry about that. He's fighting Dennis Siver, who's 5'7". He's got a 21-8 record. Dennis Siver's got some nasty spinning back kicks. He's got some nasty kicks in general. He's got good throws. Obviously, a bit of judo in there. He's got good boxing as well. Siver, when he first punches, to me, it looks like he's tense. He never, looks like he never really flows in his punching, but his kicks he does. Dennis Siver's last fight was a win against Nam Fan. That was by decision. His last 5 fights had 4 wins and 1 loss. I'm picking Cub Swanson to win this fight. This is going to be an exciting fight, but I'm picking Cub Swanson to win. Not sure how, but he's going to win. So, to recap, my picks are Silva, Edgar, Kennedy, Munoz and Swanson. Rate my video. Don't forget to rate, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, comment down below, and even better, subscribe. That'll do the wonder. Subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter with the same username, chokewho. I tweet about all sorts of different stuff. Check out my Facebook page, facebook.com/Courtney MMA. And I train at leicestermma.co.uk. Go and check those guys out. If you're anywhere in the Midlands, come down and train with us. Go and check out lapelchoke.com for your BJJ needs. Pair of 16s, that's 16s with a Z on the end.com for your urban fightwear needs as well. Check out the new podcast from Josh Palmer, Top Control podcast, dedicated to everything grappling. Josh Palmer is a commentator for Cage Warriors. He's a certified IBJJF ref. But check out his podcast. I'll put the links in below for all of these. Also, check on Google Plus. Check out the MMA community moderated by Yannick Morin, Ryan Smith, and Chris Lorando. Trust me, go over there, man. It's over 6,000 members on that community. It's a big community. But anyway, those are my picks. Those are my predictions. Send me a message. Leave a thumbs up, thumbs down, comment, do whatever. I'll be back again sometime soon with another prediction video for you. Peace.